Hello yarn lovers! Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this super cozy twisted ear warmer using the Farmhouse Prairie Stitch. So to make your ear warmer you're going to need some super chunky yarn. I use this Brock's Andes super chunky. You can use any yarn that is similar weight. Today I'm going to use this Drops Eskimo, which I believe they've renamed now to Drops Snow. It's pretty much the same weight of yarn. I just think this colour will show up better on the white background so you'll be able to see better, so I'm going to use this one today. So you're going to need your yarn and also a 9mm crochet hook. Now the written pattern on the blog comes in sizes from toddler to adult. I'm going to make the smallest size today, the toddler size, but you can check out all the other sizes and all the yarn quantities will all be listed in the blog post. So I'm going to start by putting a slip knot on my hook. And then for this size I'm going to chain 34. Now if you want to make a different size and you're not using the written pattern, you can just simply chain any even number and just make sure that this chain is big enough to wrap around the head of the recipient. So I'm going to start by putting a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. So that's 1, 2, single crochet in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a single crochet in the next chain, and in each chain all the way across. Once you finish your first row you should have a total of 33 stitches, and if you're doing a different size then you will just have 1 stitch less than your starting chain. So we're ready to start row 2. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. This chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Now in this very first stitch we're going to put a half double crochet. We're then going to skip the next stitch, and in the following stitch we're going to put 2 half double crochets. We will then skip the next stitch, and in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. And we're going to repeat this across. So skip 1 and then 2 half double crochet in the next one. Skip 1, 2 half double crochet in the next one. So you go ahead and finish off that row and I'll meet you back when we're ready to start row 3. So I finished row 2, so you should have ended up with 2 half double crochet into that very last stitch, and then going to chain 1 and turn. Now this next row it's going to be single crochets, but we're going to work those a little bit differently. So instead of working into the top of the stitch through these 2 loops at the top of the stitch, we're going to work in the back bar of the stitch, which is sometimes also known as the third loop, which is this loop at the back of the stitch. You can see at the back of the stitches here we've got this third bar or back bar or third loop. So we're going to put a hook through that back bar and a single crochet, and we're going to do this to each stitch all the way across. So once you get to the end of the row, be careful you don't miss this last stitch, because the stitches get pushed forwards. It's sometimes difficult to see this one, but this bar here is actually the last stitch. So I'm going to put a single crochet in there, chain 1 and turn. So those last 2 rows are the rows that you're going to repeat. So let's just start off the next row. So we're going to put a half double crochet in that first stitch. You're going to skip 1, and in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. skip one, then 2 half double crochet, and again we're just going to repeat this all the way across. And again we're finishing up that row with 2 half double crochet into that final stitch and chain 1 and then turn. And now we're back to our single crochet row that would be working into the back bar. So we're just going to put a single crochet through the back bar of each stitch all the way across. So at the end of the row you'll chain 1 and turn, and for this size you're just going to repeat those 2 rows once more. So you go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back once you're ready to carry on. Once you've finished your final 2 rows of the pattern repeat, you're going to fasten off. You want to leave quite a long tail so you can use this to sew the ends together to form the twist. So your finished piece should look like this. So working into the back bars of those stitches pushes the top of the stitch to the front, making these lovely horizontal little ridges, these little V shapes across the front. So to sew our ends together and form the twist, we want to have right side facing up. We're going to fold our 2 ends towards the center, and then you're going to take each end and fold it together in on itself like so, and then you want to slot these ends together just pull that end out, and then we need to sew across here to join this all together. So you're just going to put your tail on a yarn needle, hold those pieces together, and then make sure you're going through all 4 layers when you're sewing this. You're just going to go backwards and forwards. I like to just go across once more with whip stitch, making sure it's completely secure. You can then just weave in that tail. Let's just first tie a little knot and then hide your ends. Then fasten that off, and then you just need to weave in that other tail as well. And once you turn your headband back the right way around, it will look like this with a super cute twist in the front. Now I recommend that you keep the foundation edge at the top of the head. This is going to be a little bit less stretchy than the other edge. So this is our foundation edge here. So this bit will be a little bit less stretchy than this bit. So if you use this bit to go over the top of the head. So please remember, check out the blog post if you need any further information with all the yarn details and the individual sizes. And if you enjoyed this pattern, you'll love my drifted ear warmer. So why don't you watch that video next? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.